Welcome back to one of the Bears Rock Plays YouTube channel. Today is Monday, December 16th, and I'm back breaking down some Monday Night Football for you guys. We have a doubleheader on our hands. We're going to be breaking down just one game, though, on the free play side. Going to break down the Falcons game on the member side. We have the Vikings going up against the Bears for the play today. Going to have a couple player props as well. Before we get into those plays, let's take a look at the Sunday afternoon games that we had yesterday. We had the Dolphins plus 3.5. I've got an addiction, and it's okay to admit if you have addiction. You just got to seek help if you do most of the time. And I'm addicted to taking the Dolphins. I'll probably take them again next week. They're just such a talented team. Rosters loaded full of players who can just put up tons and tons of fantasy points, tons and tons of real points, and just wasn't their day. Coaching was bad. Tua was bad. I think he had 3 interceptions. Two of them I would make an argument that maybe they weren't his fault, but one of them definitely was. Texans just played well defensively today. They did lose by 8 points, so that one did lose. We had the Seattle Seahawks in the late game. They got absolutely dismantled by the Packers. Packers started off 14-0. From there, it was just a miserable game to watch. Geno Smith gets hurt. Not sure if it's going to be serious or not. It looks like he either stepped on a Packer player whenever he was tackled low, or he did something to his knee whenever he stepped on top of the Packers player. So it was either an ankle or a knee. Not sure what it is. He was back on the sideline on the bench whenever Sam Howell was out there throwing interceptions. So that was not a good game for the Seattle Seahawks. Other play was Pitt plus 5.5. This one looked like it was going to be 23-20 final score. Eagles with the win, but Najee Harris, actually Russell Wilson, toss to the outside, left side. Najee Harris just stumbling and bumbling around back there, drops the ball. Eagles pick it up. Eagles go down and score, make it a 14-point game. If he does not fumble that ball, Pitt probably scores on that drive. It's a 2020 game, completely different story. But he did fumble, and from there, Pittsburgh only had the ball a couple more times, and they didn't do anything with it. So the Eagles did win that game. Eagles are a very good team. Eagles might be the best team in the NFL. Tough to say, but it might be true. Lions, Buffalo over 54.5. This one was over from the first snap. Dan Campbell down by 10. Onside kick, 12 minutes left. That's just what Dan Campbell does. He's got balls made of steel. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. That one was a winner, though. Josh Allen touchdown, first drive of the game. A.J. Brown touchdown, second drive of the game. Devin Achan, no touchdown. Again, the Dolphins had a bad day. I lost 3 times on the Dolphins, twice with Devin Achan because they just refused to run the ball. Even though he was doing pretty well with running the ball, I think he had 11 carries for 42 yards. They just wouldn't give him the ball. So overall, 3-4 day, not too bad, not too good. Let's go over to Monday Night Football, though. We have the Bears going up against the Vikings. The NFC North is a juggernaut. We have the Vikings, we have the Packers, we have the Lions. And this is now a very important game for the Vikings because the Lions did drop that game yesterday to the Buffalo Bills. If the Vikings win this game, they will be tied at the top. But unfortunately for them, they have already lost twice to the Lions, I believe. So the Lions will hold the tiebreakers for the Bears. It's the meme. The dragon meme, the 3 tough-looking dragons and the 1 dragon who's looking silly. That's what the Bears are this season. They fired Matt Eberflus. It has not helped one little bit. Thought they would get the interim head coach bump. Has not helped them at all. They actually looked worse with the interim head coach in there over Matt Eberflus. Not sure how that's even possible, but at least Matt Eberflus got them to the fourth quarter down by a half a possession, and he would just lose in the worst ways possible. This, over the last couple of weeks now for the Bears, they haven't been close to winning games. So hopefully that changes today. I think this will be a decent game, and it's an NFC North division rivalry matchup. So I am going to take the points plus 7.5. I think Caleb Williams is a good quarterback. I don't really care what anybody else says. Watching Caleb Williams play, you can tell that there's something there. I think the Bears' future is bright. They just need the right coaching. So the next coach hire for them is going to be very important. I'm going to take the Bears with the points. I think the defense will play well. And I don't know if Sam Darnold can keep this up, but I am almost on the verge of saying Sam Darnold is an elite quarterback. He hasn't been good his entire career, but you can't argue with the way he's been playing. He's been playing at a top 5 quarterback level over the last, 6-7 weeks. The Vikings have 10 wins on the season. He's just carrying this team right now. Plus the running back Aaron Jones having a monster year. Vikings blitzing 60% of the time could be trouble for the Bears offensive line. But Caleb Williams, I think it might be better for the Vikings to blitz him every single time because whenever he gets the ball out quick, he's a lot better. He's not going to have time to hold the ball in this game. Hopefully he gets it out quick. I'm going to take the Bears in this game, plus 7.5. I think that's the best play of the day. And for the player props, we are going to be looking at the Atlanta Falcons going up against the Raiders. Here's the shot. I took Kirk Cousins a couple times over the season. I took him, I believe, last week over 1.5 passing touchdowns. Didn't have any. He just refused to throw a passing touchdown. But this has to be the week because Kirk Cousins was paid hundreds of millions of dollars to go to the Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons, for some reason, took a quarterback in the draft, Michael Penix. I don't know why you pay Kirk Cousins hundreds of millions of dollars and then draft a quarterback, but it looks like it might have been the right decision because Kirk Cousins has not looked good this season. He has not thrown a touchdown in 3 weeks. I'm going to take him in this game over 1.5 passing touchdowns. He is playing for his job this week. If he has a poor performance in this game, if the Raiders find a way to beat the Falcons, he will be benched for Michael Penix Jr. I am almost 100% guaranteeing that. Raiders, the defense this season has been horrible. Max Crosby's out for this season. That is a huge, huge blow for this Raiders team. They are not the same defense without him on the field. He is the heart and soul of that team. He plays 100% of the snaps usually per game. Kirk Cousins is going to be in that pocket. He's going to feel comfortable with no Max Crosby in this game. I think he has a great day against the Raiders. Going to go over 1.5 passing touchdowns. This one might be plus money, but it is the Raiders, so I'm not expecting it to be plus money. I'll take it minus 110 as the first play. For the second play, TJ Hawkinson, anytime touchdown going up against the Chicago Bears, plus 220. Everybody's going to be looking at Justin Jefferson. He's double teamed almost every single play. We have Jordan Addison, who's been stellar over the last 2 or 3 weeks. Both those guys on the outside, speed, great hands. Sam Darnold loves those targets. Nobody's going to be looking at TJ Hawkinson in the middle of the field. TJ Hawkinson's a very reliable tight end. He's been dealing with injuries his entire career. Coming from Iowa, that is tight end university for the Hawkeyes. Everybody knows that the best tight ends comes from Iowa, and it's been the same in the NFL. George Kittle, TJ Hawkinson, and TJ Hawkinson, he has been dealing with those injuries, but he's back now. He's getting a lot of snaps, and, Sam Darnold, he's going to be relying on that security blanket in the middle of the field. I don't think the Bears will be able to tag TJ Hawkinson in this game because they have so much more to worry about with Aaron Jones, Jordan Addison, and J.J. Jefferson. So I think TJ Hawkinson will be open in the middle of the field. I do think the red zone will be a friendly spot for TJ Hawkinson. The Vikings will most likely be in the red zone 3 or 4 times in this game if the Bears continue to play like they did in the last couple games. But I like TJ Hawkinson in this game to find the end zone, plus 220 as the final play of the day. Let's go to the NFL recap graphic. We're going to be taking the Bears plus 7.5. I do think this will be a close game. Caleb Williams, if they decide to blitz him a lot, that's going to help him. I know that sounds kind of weird to say, but I do think that helps him if he gets the ball out quick. TJ Hawkinson, anytime touchdown, is going to be plus 220. And then Kirk Cousins over 1.5 passing touchdowns. I don't expect it to be minus 110, maybe like plus 110. But it is the Raiders, so I'm not sure if this is going to be plus money. I will take it, though, over 1.5 passing touchdowns as the final play of the day. Guys, it's going to do it for the NFL plays and props for Monday, December 15th slated games. If you guys enjoy the content, please share, drop a like this video, and subscribe channel below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching.